No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside the Cowboys, ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The Bruins offense will go to work first. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology, how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. He's got the tight end. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cowboys offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Calmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did in high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
This time they'll go to the running game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the... And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Power ahead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lockhart. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. The run from the shotgun. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today. And the ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter. There's not as much space to fit the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal caller. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. Gonna swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Looking to throw for it. Got the quick pass. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you kick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're gonna
and the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. On target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely center cut. That'll close the gap to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 21 over Florida State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Lockhart. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that one's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense trying to keep him off balance on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Bruins will punt this one away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Powers through the defender. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Beard. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll run it from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
The Cowboys want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-play.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Beard. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Safe completion on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Gets the back moving. Off play action on first down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. And the D deny them on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Running back searching for a hole. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Plows through the defense. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Just drives it between the uprights. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Pulls it, fired complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. Got room at the 35. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
And this defense stepping up, I love it. You got to match your offense. Your offense has got it rolling. Now this defense is doing their part.
And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target to the left. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
With the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the left. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. On the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. Found the seam on the back. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their defense just turned in a huge stop with that interception, now to pay it off. Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. This time on target. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. As heartbreaking as it is for this guy to give up the football there, an exhilarating moment, a big-time play for this defense.
We talk about plays that just change momentum, and you're feeling that tidal wave and that shift right now after that play. What an outstanding individual effort by that defender to come away with the fumble recovery, and now let's find out what his offense can do.
A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the defense got him at the 27.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Rushes on him. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lockhart. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lockhart. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Just keeps swinging it. Got his man in the middle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Tie game, 4th quarter. You get it in the red zone, and then to have a mistake like that is devastating.
Oh, this quarterback is the leader of this team. He's expected to make better decisions than that. You just cannot have your leader and your quarterback go out and be careless with the football, with the game on the line late in that kind of situation.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Beard. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Beard. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. They'll try the right side. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. It's complete to the left. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They strike first in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes a grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Bruins! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Now first down here in the second overtime. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Bruins are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Back to pass on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? It turns out that celebration... all for naught. Touchdown called back on the penalty, and they'll have to try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Bounced off his feet. They haven't gotten much done here. 3rd down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Marches ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd